My plan is to throw a big giant soiree at our warehouse with bounce houses and taco trucks and invite everybody. But nobody else is into this idea but me. Yeah. And apparently now you're not into it either. I thought you were on my team.
I'm usually on your team. Welcome back to the Shingle Life.
The Shingle Life.
Now that I've eaten some food, I am here to podcast with you.
You're going to be able to focus now.
Yeah, I can focus. I can hold conversation.
Let's talk about food intake briefly.
Okay.
Because so I listen to a lot of podcasts about nutrition and stuff. And they were talking about like how men and women's nutrition is different because women do actually have more of the brain fog symptoms and stuff like that when they don't eat. Mm-hmm. And this is like born in reality with all of the men that we work with, because a lot of them talk about how they don't eat. And they're like, oh, I'm too busy to eat, or like eating slows me down. And I'm just like, how is that a thing? Like, I would be dying. I would be the meanest boss ever if I didn't eat on a regular basis.
Yeah, me too.
What is it? I have we have this thing that's like our quote board, which is funny things people say.
Yeah.
I think there's one on there that's something like, hold on, I need to get some blueberries.
Yeah.
That's a quote from me.
Right. But like, so Mike, our production guy, he plays soccer.
A lot of soccer.
Mm-hmm. But he says that eating before soccer slows him down.
So he literally doesn't eat like all day.
Yeah, and then goes and runs miles.
That's insanity.
I would simply pass away.
I wonder if he gets like cramps like in his legs and stuff from not enough. I don't know. Isn't that a thing? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to ask him. He'll probably be like, that's silly. I'm invincible.
Like, I'm just pissing excellence.
Pissing excellence. That's his catchphrase, yes. So today's topic is about our coworkers, as a matter of fact. We're going to be talking about company events, not just within Rojas Roofing, but if you are an admin at your own company, your own small business, and you're wanting to throw some fun events, we're just going to be chatting about that.
Yes. So what is your favorite event
That Rojas Roofing has done?
That we've just been to or that we put on?
Yeah, okay. I think that my favorite one was probably the most recent one, actually, which is interesting because I've been going to events for a while now. But I like that one because we went to an Indie Fuel, which is a local hockey team. We went and had like a pretty casual dinner. And then we went to the game, and it was really fun because you are an Indie Fuel fan.
I love the Fuel.
Yeah, and you knew all of the fun little, like, I don't know, when they score a
Chelsea
goal.
Dagger.
Is that what?
It's Chelsea Dagger.
That's what it's called?
No, that's the name of the song.
Oh, okay. There's a song, Chelsea Dagger, apparently. And you do like this little move.
Yeah.
And that was really fun to like have the whole team like kind of involved and like having some beers and like watching the game. And I think, because I've been to both like NHL, courtesy of you, as a matter of fact, you gave me some tickets to go see the Chicago Blackhawks.
Let's go Hawks.
Yeah, that was a really fun game. But I've been to the Ducks and to the Blackhawks now, and they do a little bit of fighting. But I feel like at these like smaller league games, like they know that's why you're there. Is like you want to see them fight.
Yes,
there was more fighting.
There was a point in that game that I was like, "Are they fighting with each other?"
Yeah, that was really good. That was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. What about you? What was your favorite?
Honestly, my favorite was when we went to that little restaurant with Atlas and Reese. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the restaurant. I could never get there again.
It's like right by my house, so.
Yeah, which is why I could never get there.
We do live fairly far away from each other.
But I just really liked it. I liked the food. It was like my introductory to wine.
Oh, yeah.
Laura was like teaching me about wine. And I had a nice time. I had a great time there.
I had been wanting to go to that restaurant for a while because I've driven by it a bunch of times, right?
Yeah.
It's by my house. And that's one of the advantages of being the person who is sometimes asked to plan the event, is that you then get to pick the event. So I was like, I want to go to that restaurant. Let's go.
Let's go. No, I think that was a great restaurant. I would love to go there again. I thought it was great. It was super cute. Food was good. Mm-hmm. Wine was great.
I would get wine next time because on our side of the table, we were enjoying some cocktails. I would say gently that they tasted like they were mixed by a high schooler.
Oh.
Yeah, they were not good cocktails. So next time I'll go for the wine.
I mean, the wine we were drinking was, I think, Josh wine, which I only remember because my husband is Josh.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And Laura, I remember her saying, "Oh, I'm very familiar with Josh."
Oh.
Like the waiter was like, "Oh, have you had Josh?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm very familiar with Josh." And I was like, "Oh, Josh."
Funny play on words there. So, I would say other advantages of being the one who gets to plan the event, outside of being able to pick the restaurant, is sometimes you get to pick the activity too.
And the menu.
And the menu. Oh, right, because we do a lot of events that we throw.
Yeah.
So tip is you could get, if you have a shop like ours and you have a space to store some kind of barbecue or grill or something like that, instead of having to constantly buy the food, if you have people on your team who like to cook, then you can have events where you cook the food at your shop.
Which I think is really fun too, because we can just like have a couple of beers, have some tacos or hamburgers, and you can really set the vibe.
Yeah.
Which is really nice.
And I would say that and it's also really fun because we like to do it on a Friday when the weather's preferably good. And then we do the cookout. That's what Indiana people call barbecue in California, and I'm getting off track here. There's lots of different vocabulary for eating outside is what I'm getting to. But anyways, so we like to do it on a Friday. We like to do it around 4:00-ish.
Yep.
And then
I really like when you bought all that beer from Beer Brewery.
oh yeah.
I still think about Glitter Blizzard.
Glitter Blizzard? Was that one of
you
the
brought
ones
one.
Oh.
You brought a 6-pack of it, and I have loved it ever since. But it's a winter exclusive at Beer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love Glitter Blizzard.
Beer Brewery in Indianapolis, everybody, spelled BIER, has some pretty good quality brewskis. Yeah.
Yeah. Love Beer Brewery. So we go to a lot of what we call boy events.
Yes. Speaking of beer.
Speaking of beer, we do a lot of boy events. I mean, I like beer, but it would be super chill if someone took us to
a wine tasting?
Yes.
We could go to a wine tasting.
Yeah.
Maybe. Actually, I don't think any of the boys would
The
like
boys
that.
would fart all over it or something.
Would not like that. But it involves alcohol, so maybe they would like it. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, they would like a whiskey tasting, a bourbon tasting, because they're super into bourbon. A beer tasting. Yeah. But I think if it came to wine, they would be no. What if we made, you know what though? They did dress up when we went to the company Christmas 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, everybody has to dress nice.
Yeah.
I'm people really did. They dressed nice. And I appreciated that.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice when they clean up and,
Yeah.
don't look like roofers.
Well, they never really look like roofers because they're in the sales side of things. But yes, the polo shirt is a standard look.
Standard.
For sure.
Yeah.
So what are some other boy events that there's a bunch of boy events that I've been but what are some that you remember?
Bowling.
Bowling. I hate bowling.
I mean, I don't hate bowling. I just, if someone was like, what do you want to do with your day? Bowling is probably not going to be it.
No. I mean, I did enjoy the company and the food.
Yeah.
The bowling place has good food, so I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't bowl at that event at all.
I also didn't bowl.
I used the excuse of having my messed up toe to be I can't wear the shoes. But in reality, I was I do not want to do that activity.
It's so, the boys are so competitive that it's almost not fun to do things. So when we went bowling, I was like, you know what? I have to answer the phone, so I don't want to.
Yeah.
I bowled twice because Austin was doing something else.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I just went and bowled for Austin, but.
Yeah. Well, when we go to like TopGolf, that's another popular one.
Okay, I love TopGolf.
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
When it's not 1,000,000 degrees.
Yeah. Or really, really cold. Or we've done it really, really cold before too.
Yeah, you have to find. That's the thing about TopGolf is like they have those heaters, which are fine, and then if it's really hot, like you're just there.
Right.
I like TopGolf though. Like I like to go to TopGolf.
Yeah. So I would say that's another company event that's like most people can get into it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard to have a good time at a place like TopGolf.
Yeah.
Any kind of thing with an activity, especially if there's boys involved, they have to have an activity.
They do. They do.
Very activity oriented, I would say.
Yeah. I think though, who was it? Someone brought up like a wine and canvas.
That was probably me.
I think that would be super fun. I know we're back to the wine, but I would love to do a wine and canvas.
We'll have to do a survey because I feel like that would be a fun event for anybody. Like, I mean, unless you're like super self-conscious about your inability to paint, in which case, get out of here.
The wine will help with that.
Yes, the wine will help with that. Exactly. Well, my husband's company went on a trip. They rented like a pontoon boat on one of the reservoirs here. And I was thinking that would be really fun for us to do this summer.
Well, you know, someone in the company has a boat.
Oh, yes. I think I've heard that someone has a boat that we've
But
never been
someone-
on.
Looking at you, never invites us on the boat.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So we could get his boat and then the pontoon boat or some other kind of boat.
Okay, they have those boats with the slide.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just put some dish soap on it.
Dish soap.
And then you really go down
Okay,
it.
speaking of competition over here.
No, it's not a competition. It's just it'll really rocket you down the slide.
Can go down the slide? Oh my God. They would turn it into competition.
Probably.
Yeah. But when you go boating, though, somebody has to be sober to drive the boat. Right?
Well,
okay, Jess is she's not going to stick her foot in her mouth here.
there you go.
Someone will be sober on the boat.
Yes. Yes. Morse Reservoir, someone will be.
Speaking of summertime events, Rojas Roofing was officially established, or Rojas Construction, which was the original name, was established in 2014, according to the paperwork. But the company didn't really begin to like have clients or anything like that until 2015. So that means here we are in 2025, which is 10 years later. So I was thinking it would be really fun to do a 10-year anniversary party. What do you think we should do?
Okay, I know your plan here.
Oh, well, don't tell the audience.
I'm
tell
not
me
going to
your
tell.
plan. What do you think?
I think we should keep it within the company.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
I know.
I want to tell the public we've been around for 10 years. We've surpassed 95% of all other roofing companies.
I think we run a special or something.
An anniversary special?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a bad idea. I could do something like that.
Because I know your plan.
Yeah, my plan is to throw a big giant soiree at our warehouse with bounce houses and taco trucks and invite everybody. But nobody else is into this idea but me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently now
Yeah,
you're
same.
not into it either. I thought you were on my team.
I'm usually on your team.
Yeah, I'm feeling devastated here to our entire audience that you do not want to do what I want to do.
I just don't know how logistically it would make sense.
Yeah, well, let's talk about logistics when you're throwing parties.
Yeah.
So some of the disadvantages. We talked about the advantage, which is that you get to pick the activity and the menu. Mm-hmm. But the disadvantages.
The disadvantages are that someone is always going to dislike your choice.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that.
Yeah, someone is always going to dislike your choice.
Yeah.
And
Why did we do this, Brenna? How come you didn't get the expensive item on the menu?
yeah,
Why did you take us here, Brenna? Next time we're never going there.
there it is.
Please take this. We're never going back to that restaurant, Brenna. Yes.
Yeah.
All the time. And everyone. Not just the brothers who are notorious for having strong opinions. But I get that flack from everybody.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. That's the worst part is that you're going to catch it from
Everybody.
90% of the team.
Yeah. So there's the negative feedback. Other disadvantages?
Is that there's probably going to be a wait.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Because you're bringing a large party somewhere. So,
yeah.
like, even if you planned it out, you made the reservation, they know you're coming, there's going to be a wait.
So, speaking of that, the very first Christmas party that you ever went to, you want to talk about the wait?
Yeah, so I was the first person there.
Where did we go?
Fogo de Chao.
Fogo de Chao.
And it was packed.
Freaking packed.
I don't even think packed covers it. It was spilling out. It was bursting at the seams.
It was like you were at an actual concert in the waiting room.
It was insane. So I walked up and I, told them I was with Rojas Roofing, and they said, like, is the rest of your party here? I was like, no, I don't think so. I don't see them. Mm-hmm. They're like, well, then we can't check you in. I was like, okay, great. And then and at some point in time, they told me it was like a 2-hour wait.
Yeah. I remember this.
I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're running a little behind today.
Yeah. So I got there and we had paid like for a private room with the deposit, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And you told me it's going to be a 2-hour wait. And I was like, oh no. And I marched right up there and I was like, we have a private room. When is it going to be ready? Fortunately, it was like 15 minutes later.
Which would have been fine, but she was like, we're not 2 hours late right now.
Yeah.
We can't check you in.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that was crazy because when you told me 2 hours, I was like, oh no.
and I was so new at that point too.
You'd only been working here for like a month.
Yeah, I had been here for a month. And then like I stood outside with someone who no longer works here. You were like the only person that I actually knew.
Yeah.
I sat next to Austin, who's now like, my pal, but at the time I was like at the end of this table with people I didn't know. Yeah. They told me it was going to be 2 hours. And you gave me the task of planning this party when I came in for my job shadow.
Oh, yeah, I did.
So I also felt like, did I mess something up?
Like, oh shit, I gotta get fired over the Christmas party.
I know that she gave me this task and I didn't even complete it in the time that I was job shadowing. But
that's awesome. Yeah, that is another disadvantage. Is that just generally speaking, company parties can be a little awkward. They can be a little awkward.
Now I don't feel so awkward because anybody that comes in is new to me. I am not new to them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
So they're the one who gets to feel awkward.
Yeah, you get to feel awkward. I don't feel awkward. I know these people. I know them. So that's nice.
That is nice. Yeah. So disadvantages, no, people aren't going to like it. There could be a wait time or something weird because you have a large party. It can be really expensive too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's partially why like we go back to this whole idea of like in-house stuff that you can do. So that's why we have the grill and we've done like chili cookout.
Oh yeah, hot wing eating contest.
Hot wing eating contest. That was really fun.
That was fun.
And we just bought the hot wings at like frozen wings from Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really there's this new place in Fishers. It's called like Stick and Hack, maybe?
Stick and Hack.
Okay, so it's like it's a boy activity.
Okay.
But so they are in partnership with the Indie Fuel, so I see their marketing all the time and I'm like, I would like to go there.
What the heck is Stick and Hack?
That's probably not even what it's called. It's sticking something. It's like indoor golf.
Oh, indoor golf?
Maybe it's golf simulators. It's something to do with golf. But they make it seem really fun.
Okay. All right. And it's in Fishers?
Yeah. It's attached to the Park Place pub, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if there's like food and food really involved, I'm generally down.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Well, this was a short one, but you have a meeting.
I guess we have to admit that outside of podcasting, we have real jobs.
You have a meeting. Let me keep you on task here. We're past your meeting.
Oh. My meeting started 5 minutes ago. All right. Well, we'll see you on the next one, Jess.
See you later, Brenna.
Bye.